My name's Nick Hill. I run the Public Sector Customer Services Forum and a thing called Channel Shift Camp, which is an unconference, series of unconferences for people working in local authorities, looking at how channel shift and digital transformation can change the way you deliver services. And Roy and a number of people from East Ayrshire Council have been to a number of my events that I run in Glasgow. I'm actually based down just outside Manchester, but I come up here and run quite a few events, and I know a number of the people here today have actually been to events that I've run. So I'm looking forward to sort of seeing quite an interactive day today. A lot of you have been very kind to send me questions that you want answered today as part of this sort of digital transformation journey. And the encouraging thing for me is, and as you can probably see on this slide, everyone's asking some really, really pertinent questions. How will digital transformation affect me at work, and what does it mean for the way we deliver our work at present? How do we ensure the most digitally excluded communities and people are not forgotten about in this journey, which is quite a common sort of thread. I mean, there are a number of you within the council from quite different service areas, and yet the common denominator is that everyone's asking about how does this improve service delivery? How does this enhance the way I work? So although you're looking at it from a service perspective, when you look at the corporate digital transformation programme, you're actually all singing potentially from the same song sheet, which is also encouraging for Roy, maybe when he starts to put his strategy together. How as an authority can we better embrace digital transformation? Well, hopefully today we'll provide some insight into how other people have done it. And we've got Steve, who I've brought up from Kirklees Council. We've got Esther from North Ayrshire. We've got Colin Brown here from CGI, who's been doing a lot of work with the City of Edinburgh. So yeah, we've got some interesting experiences to be shared this morning. And then after the first break, we'll have some supplier perspectives. They're not evil. They want to work with you in partnership. And they've got some very interesting sort of solutions and also stories to tell from other customers, other local government customers they're working with. And then after lunch, we're going to do a thing called an unconference, which is basically, it looks like a kids' tea party. It's very unstructured, but it's designed to encourage you to talk to each other and share ideas and share issues. And that's what I've been running over the last 2 or 3 years. So hopefully we'll...
Thank you very much, and good morning, colleagues. Welcome to this digital transformation event here at the splendid setting that is Dumfries House. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to say a few words at the beginning of what promises to be an interesting day full of inspiring ideas and, I am sure, lots of creativity. And I'm really pleased that we're joined by our guests from CGI Scotland, from North Ayrshire Council, and also from Kirklees Council. And thank you, Colin, Esther and Steve, for taking the time to be with us. I know that all of us are looking forward to hearing the insights you're going to be able to share with us and the opportunities you've taken to transform digitally. Now, as a council, we know we've made significant progress since 2012 in implementing our transformation strategy. And we've transformed services across a number of areas: roads, arts and culture, health and social care. And we've also transformed very successfully the relationships we have with the communities we serve through the establishment of our Vibrant Communities Service. We've closed a budget gap up till 2017 through good financial housekeeping, and we have at the same time managed to make new and quite significant investment in key areas. And whilst we don't know what the budget holds for us beyond 2017-18 and beyond, we are anticipating a budget gap of 25 million. And at the same time, we expect demand for services to increase, and we expect the public's expectations on the range and the quality and the access they can have to those services also to increase. So it's therefore crucial that we begin to develop our new transformation strategy to ensure that our services are sustainable beyond 2017. And it is essential that our new transformation strategy is also one that goes beyond the council and is a strategy for our community planning partnership. And at that point, just let me say how pleased I am to see colleagues from the Ayrshire College and Scottish Fire and Rescue here with us today. So today's session is the beginning of this process. We need to look at ways in which we can change the way we do things, so we embrace new technology and digital approaches which have the power to change our services for the better. And this could involve delivering more services online, self-services, mobile working, web chats. It's likely to involve new investment and joining up services, and it's going to mean services across the council and across community planning working even closer together. And in all of this, it's really vital that we put people first. We need to ensure that the individuals in our communities, the people that you work with and serve day in and day out, are able to inform service design and service delivery, and so that they in turn see the benefits of the changes that we want to make. Our changes need to be round about people's needs, so they need to be efficient and effective, they need to be flexible, they need to be easy to find, and they need to be dead simple to use. So whilst we want to put all services online, the services that we do put online need to be so efficient and so effective that that becomes people's first choice. So it's about putting people first and people choosing digital first. And in that, we need to make much more effective use of data than we're doing just now, so that data underpins our decision making and underpins the choices that we make. And that will also require us to consider accessibility issues as well, how easy people can access digital services and how able they are to use them. Now, our own digital ambitions link to our wider ambitions for Ayrshire, because through the Ayrshire Growth Deal, which we're working on just now, we want Ayrshire to be a world-class digital infrastructure. We want businesses to be able to work innovatively and to embrace these self-same technologies. And across all sectors, we think there are enormous productivity gains to be made through digital for our local business community. And in turn, we need to make sure that people living in Ayrshire are able to make the most of those facilities and those opportunities. So if new jobs can come, it's not about loading the dice, but it's about making sure that our people in Ayrshire are able to compete for those jobs. And I think this is reflected in the early action we're taking in schools. And I'm delighted to hear that the iPad pilot, which is now being rolled out in 3 of our schools, has been met with such a positive response, with pupils, teachers and parents telling us about the benefits this is bringing to learning in the classroom and also learning in the home. And only last week we saw right across all our schools really, Digital Learning Week being embraced and being celebrated. So as a partnership, we need to embrace those digital transformation and digital changes. And the outcome of today's session is going to be incredibly important. And who could fail with such an audience such as this? Colleagues, I cannot remember there being such a range of services in one room together, ever, within East Ayrshire. And I just had a look last night through the attendance list, and it's great to see people here today. You know, we've got Cathy and the registrar, sounds like a new girl band, but, you know, fantastic, fantastic. We've got our planners. We've got environmental health, pollution control, just in case we need some. We've got the Vice Principal, Finance and College Systems. Michael, I saw you sitting there at the back. We've got doctors on call. We've got our solicitors. We've got the Incomes and Payments Manager. We've got our Senior Nurse Manager, Head Teachers, E-Procurement Manager, Head of E-Health Care, NHS, the Community Safety Manager. We've got our zero waste colleagues as well here. We've got the payroll manager, let's not forget the payroll. We've got the roads operation manager, housing improvement, assistant dental manager here, primary care manager, and Chris, I'm delighted to see you. We've even got the catering manager here. We have got all points covered. So in terms of pulling this together, we've obviously got Roy and his team. as well, who we will rely on enormously going forward. So colleagues, we've got great expectations of the day, and only good things can happen. And I really look forward to hearing your thoughts, your ideas and your proposals, and I wish you well. Thank you.